Stanford finally confirmed what we've been saying for years, and it's that automated hiring systems are biased. And this study was done in the United States, and the study found that automated hiring systems that are being used by most companies are biased, especially towards Black people and Asian people, with Black people being affected 25% of the time and Asian people being affected 14% of the time. And I've been following the discourse, and I saw somebody say, this is why I don't answer those self-declaration questions. But I want to say that this actually doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you tick those boxes or answer those questions, your race, your gender, your sexuality. And machine learning models can reconstruct whatever data you have and stereotype you into a particular demographic if it matches to the goal. So I can see this happening two ways in hiring. The first way is that automated hiring systems, especially ones for specific companies, are usually trained on previous resumes that were accepted by the company. And so if the company was already hiring largely from a certain demographic, if you don't go to the schools that demographic went to, don't participate in the activities that demographic participates in, then you're more likely to be filtered out. And then the second way, which is much more insidious, and I don't think companies would ever admit doing this, is that it could be that some companies are setting their automated hiring systems to filter out certain demographics. By this I mean race, gender, sexuality. And so in this case, even if you don't tick on the box, machine learning models are very good at picking up the codes and the stuff on your resume and building together an idea or a profile of whatever demographic you belong to. So you might not think about it, but a game like water polo could mean that you're a white person. Going to a HBCU, obviously, an ML would identify you as a Black person. Perhaps you're of a different race and you went to such a school, but it would stereotype you, and that's how it happens. So it doesn't really matter if you tick this. Craziest case I've ever seen supporting this, it was a case of a former vet who applied to a company that usually hired former veterans. So the company was dedicated to making sure that former vets were employed. And this person, who was a woman and disabled, was rejected. And so she wrote a letter to the company saying, I've been automatically rejected by your automated hiring system, even though my resume and my history and my work history fits the kind of demographic you guys hire. What is happening here? So this company decides to look into its automated hiring system, and the first thing they thought of was race and gender, because they were like, okay, this person is Black, they're a woman, let's see if our system is biased towards her because of that. And it wasn't that. Okay, she's disabled, let's see if our system is biased against disabled people. It wasn't that. It turns out it was one tiny factor. She did not have any PE listed on her resume. So the people that the company hired, even though they were disabled, they got disabled in like a war situation. So before that, they used to take part in like sports activities. But she had been disabled all her life, so she never really took part in any sports.